guys. So as your USD kept making its move, making its leg lower yesterday, sweeping this low, which is clear on the two on the hourly or the 2 hours. So you can see this liquidity low was swept yesterday, and these are fractal high, these are fractal low. Now we're just retracing. So if we get this sort of price action, right? Perhaps we get that push down, that sweep, and then we get that push up, and then retrace, and we can start. So it will give us a demand chain, and then from that demand chain, we can find that retracement and enter right above that retracement level. Okay, so that would be the target, or we could just target lower prices because we still have this area of liquidity open and this demand area here, and we have it coinciding with the monthly open. So it wouldn't be bad to look for further shorts until here. I'm not looking for it. I mean, no, not me. I'm only looking for longs. But I mean, if you're into those sort of how would I say, retracement trades, you could take it. So that's one. But for me, I'm just waiting. If I see a change of character in this demand area, I'm going to take a buy position. If not, I'm going to wait until perhaps we sweep. We keep going lower and lower, and maybe we sweep this liquidity, and then we react to this demand area. So that's my outlook for Euro USD. So let's see how that goes. As you know, we're in a leg move up. This was break of structure right here. So this was our swing low. This is our swing low. This is our swing high. Now we're just waiting for that retracement. After that break of structure, liquidity being grabbed, we expect that retracement, and we're getting that. So once it has signaled that it's over by a change of character on the lower time frame, we look for that entry. Okay, so you could be on the 1 hour, just keeping an eye out. So on the 1 hour, this is our fractal high, right, and these are fractal. Oh, okay, so pardon, that fractal high, this became our fractal high, this became our fractal low, and now it's broken. So it's quite choppy at the moment. So we just wait until that demand chain forms, and you can see momentum coming in the market, then we can just move with it. Okay, if we move to DXY has been continuing its leg move higher, and we swept these highs yesterday, coming into this nice area of supply, a strong area of supply, which took out liquidity and then broke market structure. So for us, it's imperative that we're looking for sales. We've swept the high, we've done all that. So I'm just looking for that sell. Perhaps we get that one more manipulation, and then we can start looking for those short positions to take down the low. Or as I keep saying, it's a possibility that okay, on the dollar, we can keep making that move up higher and higher. Perhaps we consolidate around here, then we break it. Then on that retest of this area and change of character, then we can start looking for longer prices. I'm not in a hurry to long the dollar because I mean, look at the space we still have. Like, we still have time and we still have space. So don't be in a hurry. Like, you could get a move for, I don't know, look at this, like 97 pips, 100 pips move. Like, that's the main target, and then we still have these extreme highs open. So don't be in a hurry to long the market or be in a hurry to short it. So let's just wait for those confirmation, those change of characters, as we're now in areas of interest, and then we can look for additional positions. Okay, so on GBP USD, I mean, what can I say? So as I mark this area, this two area of liquidity, this on Monday, if you were here, we mark both these areas of liquidity that we're looking for, perhaps a change of character in these areas of liquidity. And if you can see this is just beautiful, beautiful price action. So we had this consolidated price action going into this liquidity zone, and that is what I like to say. I thought, okay, perhaps we'll come here and then we'll sweep this high and then start to reject, but it didn't happen. But I like to see those consolidated price action telling us that okay, the either the bulls or the bears, they're slowing down momentum, and momentum is slowing down. Perhaps we can have a pattern change, we can have a pattern exchange from the bulls to the bears. So the bulls pushed it up, now we start to see this consolidated price action, it's choppy price action, and boom, we broke out. So once we have that, this became our what, This became a buy before the sell that broke market structure. So for me now, coming back into here, I would be looking for those shorts. Perhaps I would like a sweep of this high, and then we can have those short, or like that would confirmation based on change of character, of course, but that would be the ideal scenario. Or we can have this still high sweep, and then we push down forward. We continue to push down from there. So I'm just watching GBP USD. I'm looking for short, as I've always maintained. So it's just a matter of time, and let's just wait and be patient. We'll get the trades and we'll get those positions that we're looking for. Okay. NZD USD. I mean, what can I say? So, as I said, we're targeting these liquidity lows, and guys, I mean, it's just about. I mean, the once you can understand the basics of market movement, the rest is just patience. It's just about waiting for your setup to show and then taking it. I always say, whenever you open the chart and it's confusing, just close it. There's nothing there. Because the more time you spend, the more you try to convince yourself, okay, perhaps there's something here that I'm missing. Brother, sister, you're not missing anything. Once you don't see it, it's not there. And if you miss it, you miss it. It's better than forcing or trying to take what is not there. It's always important, right? Protecting that capital is of first job. Our first job is protect the capital. Then the second job is to compound, right? So don't forget the first job trying to chase the second job, because you won't get it. Okay, so now we've come into this sweet area of demand, right? Let's look to the left. If you look here, if you look here, this area of demand has swept this whole area, right? And then started the reversal move to the highs, right? We had this 1, 2, right? And then we just started to push up from there, right? Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, put it right here, right? 1, 2, 3, and then we started to push up from there. Now we've come here, we swept that low, and so for me now it's just all about, okay, where's my new area of supply? We have here as a base area, because we're consolidating here, so you know, okay, there are sellers and there are buyers here. So we've taken out the buy side liquidity. Perhaps we'll come back and take out the sell side liquidity, who knows? But that's the point. But we're in a downtrend, so all I'm just looking for right now is short on this market. From here, then we can start looking for those shorts to lower, for lower prices. We can start looking for lower prices on that pair. If we come to AUD USD, I mean, so if you remember, I'm still in this trade, unfortunately, which I should have closed yesterday, but you gotta stick to your guns. But I'm just joking. But the point is, if you were here on Monday or on Tuesday, you know why we took this trade, right? So we came in here. You can see, right? This is what I'm talking about, right? So this was our liquidity high, right? This target, we had this target. If we go to a daily, you can see it better. Good. So we had this target, right? We swept that target, and once we took it out, what are we expecting? Perhaps a change of character and then a reversal, like a retracement, pardon. So you can see we had this consolidated price action in towards that target, which is what I like to see. Then we broke it, we broke down. You could have looked for those sales from here, your stop above here, and then perhaps at its peak for a 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.5. Now we're back again. We're back here. Now we came to this area, this demand area, which had liquidity resting right above it. So we took out that liquidity, we had that change of character. I took a buy position right here based on that demand chain being formed, and then we kept pushing up, and at its peak we're at like 1 to 1.3, right? 1.25, right? So now we just kept pushing down yesterday based on that huge bullish momentum on the dollar. So let's see what wants to happen today. So what we know is, okay, we've taken out this liquidity, we've broken fractal structure. Let's see if this supply chain is going to hold and keep pushing the market down lower, or if we'll break it and then just keep on going up higher. So if it holds, good for me, good for us, I guess, and if it doesn't, it's whatever. But if you are taking it with a tighter stop loss, right under here, you should have gotten your 1 to 2 already, and perhaps your closed out of the market. So let's see how that goes. Okay. USD CHF. What can we say? First of all, you know the trend. It's in a downtrend, right? It's in a very downtrend. Now we've had that break of structure right here, and now we're having that retracement. So we have liquidity highs resting here. This price action is looking, I don't really like the price action. Okay, we have this descending highs, which is possible that we start to grab it, because the trend line sellers will be here looking for that new short position. So once we start to grab those highs, we can just start buying and buying and buying. And so let's keep an eye out for that for a reversal in case the dollar wants to start buying. But if not, and if we see those change of character, then we start to look for those sells further. I would like this, perhaps this liquidity high to be grabbed, and then maybe we respect this one, or we still have open liquidity right here again. So keep that in mind, guys, as you want to trade USD CHF. That trading it from here is quite risky because of these open areas of liquidity. Let's go to gold. I mean, okay, finally. So now gold has come here. What are we looking for? Just looking for those buys. So gold has swept the low, boom, took out the low. Now these are fractal high, these are fractal low. Now we've come into this low, we've taken it out. So for me now, we're just consolidating. Perhaps we get that one more swipe down, maybe even into these open areas of liquidity, because I'm just looking for gold to take out liquidity, take out liquidity, take out liquidity, and then we just look for those buy positions. Don't look for any other thing on gold. Don't look for sells. Don't look for anything. Just look for buys. And look for buys when? After we've taken out all of these two areas of liquidity, right? So in this leg move, how do you identify your liquidity? You identify your liquidity by all of these little pullbacks, right? This little hiccups, right? This hiccup, right? So we push, hiccup, we push, hiccup, we push, hiccup. So we grab this one, we've grabbed this one, perhaps we might grab this one, who knows? But you don't want to guess, you just want to wait until that change of character, and then you can find that entry. Okay, guys. Let's look at USD CAD. For USD CAD, what can you say? So we're in a ranging market, right? We're in a ranging market. Beautiful to see. We've grabbed this liquidity, grab this liquidity. Perhaps we'll come to this extreme liquidity, this sweet area of supply right here. Or from here, I'm ready to start looking for those shorts. Once I see that reversal signal, I'm ready to start looking for those shorts below the, because okay, if we, as I just showed you, right, we have this consolidation, right? So we have this wedge forming, this one, this two, this third touch of that wedge. So from here, it's fine for me to start looking for that short. I'm in a range. We've moved above the 0.75. So once I just start to see perhaps a manipulation, then change of character, and then I'm in a trade, guys. Okay. Finally, USD JPY, and then we call it a day. I mean, what can we say, guys? It's similar. We're in a range, a very choppy one, actually. Look at this market. I'm not really interested in trading USD JPY right now. I would prefer for it to grab all of this liquidity. So perhaps after grabbing this liquidity highs, then okay, so we grab this one, this extreme one, maybe not, and then from there we can start looking for that change of character and that push down. If you take it mechanically, right, this range high and this range low, right? If you take it this way, range 2, you can see, right? So we have the 0.75 here. People, once it came into here, people wanted to sell, boom, took them out, because right, we still had these descending highs. I was talking about, I didn't want to take a trade yet because of these descending highs. So that happened, we took out that liquidity, and now it's just waiting for that change of character, and then we can look for those sells. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. I wish you good luck. Take care. Bye.